Hi guys, thanks for tuning into the Scan Tool Network. Now in this video we're going to be taking a closer look at the iCarsoft CR Max tool. This is a fantastic multi-vehicle, multi-system, multi-special function and service scan tool that you can pick up at Diagnostic World, www.diagnostic-world.com. Now I will put the link to this kit in the description below this video. The reason being is that there are fakes, there are clones on the market and they can damage your vehicle. So if you want to make sure you're getting a genuine tool, then please use the links in the description below this video. So the purpose of this video really is just to show you what you can expect from the tool when you're plugging it into an Audi, a VW, Seat or Skoda vehicle. You'll generally find that the options on screen for all of those vehicles are kind of the same. There are a few differences depending on from vehicle to vehicle obviously, but in the main I'm going to show you sort of how to use the tool and what you can expect from it. So we've got this tool plugged into the diagnostic port now. In this vehicle it is under there. So it's connected via a cable which plugs into the top of the tool here, and as you can see we've got quite a nice sort of layout on screen here. It does double up as a tablet as well, so what you could do is you could just go to the home screen and you can see, like, you can set up your own user area, you can download apps, you can play games, you can surf the internet and things like that. But for this purpose of this video we're just really going to show you the I'm just going to turn this down a second. It's going to show you the diagnostics of the tool. So we'll click into diagnostics. Now what you can do is you can select your manufacturer. Well, first of all what I'll do is I'll show you all of the manufacturers that are covered, because you might have another manufacturer in your family or your circle of friends or vehicles that you need to look after. Okay, so we're in an Audi, so we're just going to go by the Audi icon for now. And you can actually choose your vehicle manually from a list, or what you can do is just select it from you can select VIN identify and the tool will automatically read the VIN number from the vehicle, so it's found it, and then we just click OK. So it automatically brings you into another section whereby what you can do is you can do a quick test, so it scans all of the systems on the vehicle. This is kind of the same. If you do a control unit, that means you can diagnose the specific system in which you wish to diagnose. Okay, now this is quite a good thing here because this list here shows you all of the potential systems that the tool can communicate with for this vehicle. If I was in, say, a Skoda Fabia, then this list here might be different. So it all really depends on what vehicle you're in, but what you can assume is that it will cover all systems within whatever vehicle you are sitting in. Okay, so if we just scroll, in fact, I'll bring it a bit closer a bit. I'm just going to scroll all the way to the bottom, and you can sort of pause the screen if you need to, but it just gives you a bit of an idea of the systems that it will cover and find codes for and allow you to reset, etc. This vehicle, there's quite a lot of modules that it can connect with. There we go. So we've come to the bottom, so I'm just going to go scroll back up to the top, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you an example of this tool reading a code and resetting a warning light. So you can see we've got the airbag warning light shown on this video, so I'm just going to click into the airbag section, which is this one here. So just click the airbag, and then from there it gives you lots more bits of information. So you can do live data, you can do adaptions, you can do coding, actuation tests. For this one we can just do read code, and this is an example of what you'd get. So that's the fault code, that is the warning light. Sorry, the warning light, the description of the fault code, okay? This was a loose connection underneath the driver's seat. So what we can do is we can go clear fault memory, and when I click OK to this, just keep an eye on that airbag light. So I click OK, the airbag light, if I click erase operation done, the airbag light has gone, okay? And that is a good example of sort of what you can do. If we go, say, for example, to the engine, again we've got lots of adaptions, coding that you can do. Just do a quick fault code read, so there are no fault codes there, but you've got access to your module information, so your the module numbers, hardware, software versions, etc. Okay. Actually, while we're on this screen, we'll do view data. So there's lots and lots of bits of live data that you can go through, and just as an example, I'm just going to show you section number 2. And we'll come through all of the service things and the coding and adaptation things that you can do in a short while. I just want to show you a little bit of live data. It's by no means a comprehensive video on all of the types of live data, but what you can assume is that for every system you'll get live data. So you'll get live data for all of your engine components, all of your transmission components, everywhere on the vehicle. This screen here just gives you, just takes us, the reason it took so long there is because there were just so many bits of information that I can't read. It's not really that helpful if we show bit 1. Let's go into data section 1 as well. One thing this tool will do as well is, and I found it on vehicles from sort of 2013, 2014 onwards, is that it'll do a genuine mileage check as well. So when it basically allows you to check to see whether a vehicle has been clocked or the mileage on the speedo cluster has been changed. If somebody's changed the mileage, generally it'll be changed on the cluster, not necessarily the ECU. So this tool will allow you to read the mileage from the ECU, and if it is different to what's on the speedo cluster, then you know there's a good chance that the vehicle has been clocked. So here we go, lots of different bits of information coming through now. And you can record the data, you can look at the data in graph form just by sort of selecting what you want. Gas recirculation, there's lots of DPF live data as well. Like I say, I'm not going to go into too much on this particular video, just really showing you basically what it can do. The live data for the genuine mileage it is in the live data section somewhere, but like I say, I just don't know if I'll be able to come across it in time to show you. It's under like a menu which says something like total distance driven or mileage of vehicle, something like that. Alright, well, we're not going to get there, I don't think. So that's just the basic information on live data. Now when it comes to service or special functions, we go back to the main screen, we go to the service function, and these are potentially what service functions will be covered. So you've got oil service, reset, electronic park and brake, DPF, injector coating, new battery registration, ABS brake bleeding, a lot of things on this screen. Now just because these options are on this screen doesn't necessarily mean that they will cover your vehicle. What you generally need to do is to find out which ones cover your vehicle. You go back into your specific vehicle, so I'm just going to go through again, and I don't know if it works on this vehicle, but it works on most of the vehicles I've used this tool on. But if we go into, just say VIN identify again, just quickly call up our vehicle, and then we go to service. Instead of going to control, you go to service. This will call up all of the service functions that are suitable for your specific vehicle. So it's going to show you that out of about 23 or 24, this will cover 9 of those special functions. You've got to remember that all those special functions, they only apply to certain vehicles in any case. So for this specific vehicle, you know, you can see we haven't got the suspension calibration, for example, or we have there. Air suspension, yeah. So obviously some of these vehicles must be fitted with air suspension calibration, air suspension. There's an option called odometer reset that is not on here. So you know, there's lots of different things that I can do and can't do for certain vehicles depending on what vehicle you're in. But that's a good way of finding out which specific functions will cover your specific vehicle. Okay, and obviously it does cover a huge range of vehicles, as I mentioned earlier. Does all of your oil service resets. You can. It's free updates for life, so it's just a one-touch update. Once you've got your Wi-Fi connection on it, we might not get a connection here because we're outside of where the Wi-Fi is. No, so nothing's coming up on this screen, so that basically means that there are no updates present. But that's just a quick look. Let's say a VW, for example. I don't know how far it'll allow me to go because I'm not plugged into a VW vehicle. I'm just looking to see if I could find, say, for example, like a vehicle, like a, say, I don't know, a 2015 VW Golf. control unit. Might give us a connection failure. Oh, no, it's not. So it's telling us which systems it can cover on a 2015 VW Golf, for example. And there are quite a few. There we go. But as I say, the list of options that you see will depend on what kind of vehicle you're in. Actually, would it give me the service for that one as well, or does it need to be? It's telling us roughly the same there for that, but you might need to be hooked into the vehicle to get a specific list. Okay, so that is just a really quick nutshell of the iCarsoft Sale Max. You know, as I say, I haven't been able to touch on everything. I've showed you a quick fault code, the service functionality, the list of systems that you can potentially diagnose, the manufacturers that are covered. It does pretty much all makes and models, apart from some of the high-end stuff like McLaren. It doesn't do Aston Martin, but it does like Ferrari and Bentley, Bugatti, Lamborghini. So yeah, it's a great package, But as I say, guys, if you are interested in this tool, make sure you use the link in the description below this video, because there are fakes, there are clones out there. They can damage your vehicle. I've seen it firsthand. It's not worth going down that route, so please just use that link in the description below this video. Alright, thanks for watching, and I hope this helps.